It's good carry matchup versus the Gyrocopter. Could theoretically even go mid lane against Ember. Have that melee versus melee matchup.
This is something they last picked in the group stage in a similar position. I like the decision to take it fourth here. It's going to be countered now, but you were not going to get it. Like, you have to assume Liquid is prepped. They would have banned that outright for sure. And it's a great matchup against the Ember and the Gyro. If you land the pounce, Ember cannot slight. He cannot Remnant away. If he casts a Remnant, it'll be a 0 move speed, and it owns Gyrocopter. You just hit him. And it's really good with Oracle.
Disruptor feels really nice right now.
Yeah, it's just so good with the aggressive playstyle that Liquid have. Decent against Sluck. Not amazing, but decent for sure.
I think especially with the other heroes, it's pretty good. You've got a lot of AoE when you pull them back in with the Glimpse and Static Storm, so...
You're not really expecting your 5 position to be able to hard counter a Sluck anyway, so...
But do they want to go aggressive here with the lanes again, you think? Or because that may influence this pick a lot.
Last game was very much because of the Alchemist and because of NiP's playstyle where they always go for these trial lanes. And
dearie me.
There's a Slark answer.
Saw that coming. Yep, that's a hero that all 3 Liquid players could play, but it's going to be boxy here.
So this could 1v1 against the Legion very easily, right? So if it leaves that option to go aggressive open, but they don't have to.
Look how much doesn't Liquid's draft just look scarier? Even removing the fact that they hard countered some of the NiP lineup, where's the damage from NiP right now in terms of the mid game? What power spike are you hitting at 15 minutes in to combat Liquid?
It's got to come from this 5th hero.
Yeah,
I'm
exactly.
Thinking, and they kind of need a 5th hero that addresses Timbersaw because their 2 cores and their supports are all bad against Timbersaw. They just don't deal with it. They've got some magic damage from the Oracle with his E maybe, but they're just not going to be able to deal with Timbersaw that well at all.
Who's like a core that counters Timbersaw?
OD's
OD's the big
common one that you always think of.
But do you even want an OD in this game?
Playable. It's like you can put an OD mid against the Ember Spirit.
What are they going to ban?
Might be at the end of the day, Liquid have another ban too is the other thing.
Anything else besides OD that you like?
Let's see if they do
is that
Slark
the big
mid.
one?
They can do pick a carry or mid. That's the nice thing with picking the Slark 4th is they have that flexibility to pick either role.
I agree with Kyle. I'm scared looking at this Liquid lineup right now. I feel like NiP have to heavily outplay them.
You need some kind of X factor for NiP. I think that you're looking at a Death Prophet last pick. I think that salvages this lineup a bit. It's great synergy with the Oracle. You have a Silence, which is just insane against the Timber, the HP drains, the tower pressure, most importantly.
They
need some kind of tower pressure.
What about Husker?
Oh, there's the coddle. So much AoE,
NiP.
so much team fight. Great with the Timber, great with the Ember.
Husker versus either Timber or Ember has a decent lane.
I wouldn't mind Huskar. I think it's a Huskar or a DP. It has to be a core that does tower damage and builds for survivability. You need something tanky. You need the frontliner, the beef that goes in. You know what it is? Let me rephrase. This is the term we're going to use, and this is something I'll be using all year, so get ready, guys. You need a hero that has a lot of gravity, okay? A bunch of mass. Heroes like Huskar, like DP, when they go into a fight, they suck your attention. The enemy heroes, distracted, are now zoned in on this big beefy bastard in the front. That means Slark can come in from the side, find the kill on Coddle, perhaps exploit weaknesses in the enemy backlines.
NiP, they're going to mull it over.
Gravity.
They're up against the ropes now. Team Liquid have the 1-0 advantage. They've got what looks like the better draft. Can they find the answer with this 5th pick? What's it going to be? We're coming down to the wire here. 45 seconds or so to go.
But we can talk with this amount of energy and enthusiasm for just that long. We're professionals, right, gods?
Absolutely, Kyle.
That's all. I like how the music ends as he completely deflates the energy. We're not giving you a... I don't think Valve's giving you that 60 seconds before the game segment.
No.
This was your audition,
the
and you
final 2 seconds.
Yeah, let him figure out that one-liner. But man, they're really thinking this last pick over, down to 10 seconds.
I think they've flat been out drafted up until this point, so they need...
What's it gonna be? It's a Luna. This hero's hardly picked.
What the?
Luna.
Oh, mid-Slark. Okay, mid-Slark.
Yeah, I mean, This is their just tri-lane hero for the game, I guess. They like their tri-lanes. You know, Luna with the aura.
It's not bad. It is a BKB carrier. The problem is it just takes a lot longer to come online and actually start dealing damage to towers than like the DP.
Oh.
If they it just feels like if they have a bad start in the Luna's lane, like the game's over. She's so squishy. There's so much nuke damage. This Liquid lineup can push pressure with very, very little except just really levels. Somebody's going to get farmed for sure out of these carries, and I don't know. I'm scared for NiP. I think, like, how are they going to lane this? How do they have a good start? What's like your ideal matchups here if you could choose them?
I think you want to tri-lane. I mean, you tri-lane the Timbersaw, so he does not have a game. He can't counter your Slark then, and Universe is just wave cutting. That's the ideal laning scenario for me for NiP. But same time, I think Liquid's going to be looking more for that Timbersaw 1v1 versus the Legion. They're happy to play a tri-lane versus tri-lane. They're not going to necessarily win it, but they at least have decent heroes for a tri-lane themselves.
I agree.
Anything you want to add?
I would add that you just want to make sure that Gunnar is mid, not against the Gyro. I expect that Mickey might go there because of that. It's just a more favorable matchup. And you want to ensure that the Timber does not have much of a game, but I don't know how you do that with a Coddle, who's just going to be running around either blasting waves or pulling them. It's going to be very difficult. But Liquid, they just want to sort of equalize the laning phase, get to a spot in the mid game where they can abuse their tempo timing. Because if you look at the lineup of NiP, they just won't be spiking quite as hard. It's much more of a single target draft until the Luna has levels to pop ultimate and get those max claves bouncing.
Let's see. NiP heading towards the bottom lane. 3 heroes for the moment. They may go for the offensive tri-lane. They will be sending Gunnar mid, as you predicted. Universe to the safe lane. So does Liquid Scout anticipate these lanes correctly? Yeah, we're about to find out. Looks like Koikfa is going to be heading mid based on these items.
Love this. You've got a game advantage. One away from the major. Just smoke it out. Liquid, they know the power.
An aggressive move. They're going to try to find the first blood here. Heading up the hill, wrapping around. Looking for Skeeter. No, they're going to wrap back, but Gunner's there. And he will prevent the kill.
He'd already leveled Essence Shift too, so if they got that Ice Shards, it could have been a kill.
Could have been disastrous. NiP do not want to fight this heavy commitment from Liquid early on. They're going to head back towards the top bounty runes, it appears. In fact, Insania's in deep. This could backfire on him.
He's scattered the lane, so that's the key thing. So now Liquid can try and guarantee the lanes that they want.
Oh, Coddle leading them on a merry chase around the world.
He's so fast. 332 move speed. Somebody stop this man.
He's just going to go for the full wraparound. Is he going to try to steal that top bounty rune? Universe already in position, though. And now, NiP collapsing on the bottom rune. They do isolate Gunnar, but that's going to be a double bounty for NiP bottom here, and they should get one top.
They could have gotten all
3
4.
bounty runes.
Universe not realizing that Timber's running across the map, but Timber trying to find Universe at the top lane. He wants that Timber versus LC 1v1 matchup. NiP realize these lane swaps are happening. They're already sending Luna top as well, so this is, slightly better for NiP with where the lanes are at right now. As Oracle will also TP up top. They've spotted Universe. This ward is now seeing his rotation to this lane.
So do they immediately swap themselves as well? For now, the support's staying bottom. Looks like they might try to make a go here. I don't know if they realize Biver's in the trees. And we talked about creep cutting. It's going to be Boxy doing that here top initially.
Yeah. He can't really play against a dual lane or even a tri lane, so his only option, if he's not lane swapping, is to just pull waves, and already leveling the Timber chain to just pull this wave away.
They're going to try to pressure Universe here. They blindly light him back into the shards, into the rocket barrage. Very nicely done, but Legion too tanky at this level 1 stage to actually be able to kill him off. Meanwhile, an army of creeps and 2 supports pursuing Boxy under his tower. Dangerously low as he has skilled up the Timber chain at level 1. Are they committing for this? Under the tower, they will finally back away. PPD, though, going for those denies, trying to be as irritating as possible. Yeah, these lanes off to a good start with the crafty maneuvers of NiP.
These are the lanes NiP want. I think the part they don't like is that Universe is kind of playing the lane for now, which he's getting some XP, but at some point he needs to try find a way to pull some waves. It just feels like that's going to be very difficult to do.
They do have the easy camp blocked, though, so if he can just deal with this hard camp, make sure it's not stacked, he should be okay. It is concerning, though, because the Timber's already in lane with a double wave. And if Rubik leaves, even with 3 heroes top, you're not even able to deal with Boxy. He's going to get 3 off this wave. And, yep, there's the Taiga Tusk up to support.
Yep. And this Slark is having an easy time in the mid lane versus the Ember. 12 and 5 already. Gunner doing quite well here in the early moments.
Universe sees the Tusk top and immediately is like, okay, this Cuddle can't stop me pulling waves away.
PPD could be in trouble here. They're going to go in with the tag team and bring him low. Do they have the damage with the chains coming through? A couple more auto attacks should do the trick. PPD in danger. One more chain. Gets the first blood. Boxy securing it. And now even Keeper of the Light arriving. NiP may have to do another swamperoo. We'll see. For now, they're under pressure.
I love how Liquid plays. So many teams would like try and play to get these small lane advantages. They just say, screw it, let's just rotate for these big kills. Like, rather than just play this tri lane versus LC, delete Universe from having a game, they're like, nah, we've got these kills top. We can give Timbersaw a better time. He's our key hero to counter this Slark. Let's set him up for success.
Insania is caught out here. They've got a Lucent Beam, level 2. But coming back in is Taiga. Can they turn this one around? Looking for PPD, then turning back for Skyder. That would be the much bigger kill if they can secure it. Good job caging him off. But in fact, these Lucent Beams and the Luna just adding up too much damage. The Tusk dies as well. Underestimating the firepower here of NiP.
Yeah, but it's all part of the plan. You're giving Boxy the free XP now, and the Liquid supports will now rotate to a different area of the map, recognizing that they don't want to be top. It was interesting, though, because Boxy, he held that 3rd skill point for a while. I wasn't sure if he was considering getting a point in Whirling Death. Then maybe you play aggressive, but I think he recognizes, look, guys, just leave me alone. I've got 12 armor in this lane, tons of regen. They can't stop me. Just go help my team.
He's got the stick. He's very tanky, and they just don't have enough burst to kill him off.
Question is, where can they help?
But Legion is catching up. You know, Universe getting some CS, getting some levels, not being pressured. Quakefa is losing mid. The Slark with the advantage, as you'd expect.
Bottom lane.
But bottom lane, this would be a big kill. Homie Missile coming in on the Universe. The Tusk has arrived as well. Doesn't have a point in the snowball just yet. In fact, Universe is going to go in here, but Insania blinding lighting him back, and then they will get him the kill in the end. So Liquid continue their roam while Boxy being pursued here top, but there's no way they can threaten him.
Where are the wards, man? Like, there's a ward mid for Gunner, but I'd argue he's the one that needs it the least. If you just have any sort of vision that could watch these Liquid supports rotate through their jungle, you're going to save your LC there. He's playing like he's got vision. Respect the manliness, I guess, but...
I thought you were going to say respect the threat of the roam.
Oh, yes, that's what he should have done.
Yes. Respect the manliness. Normally, Universe is one of the more careful offlaners. So. Dire scan coming through. They're going to try to contest this bounty. They will snag it, and Luna even arriving to ensure there is no pursuit by Boxy, while meanwhile in the bottom lane, Universe able to grab his, so it's going to be another 3-for-1 favoring NiP. Doing a good job at contesting and securing bounties.
If they're going to win this game, it's going to have to be the Gunner show. He's done work so far. Look at this mid-CS. 32-13 versus 25-0. Our boy Gunner proving that he's a beast. In fact, he might chase.
He's going to be diving Quakefa here in the middle lane, even committing his ultimate, but the snowball rolling him back in a bit deeper. Support also coming in the other direction. Gunner, has he gone in too far?
Gunner,
he's known for his aggressive plays, and he might pay the price, though. Quakefa ends up getting the kill, and that hurts.
He just got played. And the worst part of all is that he played himself with some assistance by Taiga. We all know what that feels like. Really well done, though. And look at this. The efficiency. Qualifier brought back items for his teammates. He's got Insania's boots. He's got Taiga's boots. The man is a regular cobbler.
Didn't give him the bottle charges. That would have been the ultimate
That's too many.
Yeah.
Too many clicks.
Hey. You're happy if he's doing anything as a core, you know?
No.
Don't be getting greedy. So has managed to hit level 6 now. The gyrocopter also closing in, so the mobility, the kill potential is going to start ramping up here. Will we see NiP withstand that next round of attacks? They're going to spread out into a 2-1-2 for the time being, but Boxy having his more of a free farm opportunity in the top lane, and we are going to see Universe under threat here bottom. Keeper of the Light charging in. Just some harassment damage for now. No commitment. Gunnar right back to it in the middle lane. Just constantly pressuring this Ember. Tanking a lot of Flame Guard, but can heal that up if he backs away.
Yeah, just that one death changes this game so much for Gunnar. He was crushing his lane, and now he's only got a small advantage.
So is there a key thing that you guys look to right now that's going to determine like the next steps here? Should someone be rotating? Is there an important ward or item pickup objective that they need to go for, either team?
I'd say NiP want to try kill this Timbersaw soon. He's just having a pretty free game. So using this Eclipse to kill Timbersaw with the supports would be what I would be trying to set out to do in NiP shoes.
So who's going to come over there? I imagine Oracle and Luna's not enough on their own, with a Tusk sitting around especially.
I think with a Rubik +1 it becomes a lot more possible, but...
Oh, Skeeter could be in trouble. The Eclipse is there, but so too is a big army of creeps. Boxy now going to throw out the Chakram, look to engage, but Biver's arrived to secure this kill.
Oh, he's got ult. He's got ult. He might go for this.
Now the creep wave's getting low. Ooh.
Yeah, this top lane is the key lane. Like, this is where Luna dying or Timbersaw dying, those are the, like... in some ways, key heroes for both teams. Like, Slark is a key hero, but you can't really... he's not a hero you go gank.
Your goal here for NiP, you're going to shrine up, you want to kill Timber once, and then the moment he TPs back top, Luna goes to bottom. That's the dream. Problem is, Gyro down bot is also incredibly adept at fighting in the mid game, and I'm not quite sure that would work out for them so well. You have to play away from the Timber, and the Gyro Ember rotate so quickly that it's tough to play map anywhere.
Yeah.
It's just a tough game, really.
And Timber, just with Bracer and the one charges, is going to be able to tank his way through an Eclipse. You really do need a bit more damage, so...
and this support duo doesn't provide a whole lot.
No. Level 5 Oracle maybe with the third point in Purifying Flames, but even that doesn't sound like a guarantee. Timber's TPing mid, so it looks like Liquid going to make the rotation to send someone else against the Slack now.
Gunnar's not liking this matchup so much. He'll quickly pounce away.
Yeah, we'll see.
And in fact, well, Pinning, he knows there's a ward. It's on the other side of the river. Try to play around that if you're an IP. Yeah, so checking out item progression here, we have seen Mickey pick up the Phase Boots, the double Wraith Band. He's going to head towards the Aghanim Scepter. This top lane for the moment left unfarmed, just a support sitting there. Looks like Quakefa's going to make his way up, going towards his Phase Boots. Then probably a Veil next. Trying to get these support level 6s out. Universe just mainly getting levels at this point. Has not been able to farm much. But they are converging, looking for Taiga. Will snowball down into the river, onto PPD. Slark's joined this rotation. Surely there's going to be more cores arriving. Boxy comes in. They're fighting in the river into the Eclipse. This could be real bad, but the Illuminate crashes through. Good damage done. Now the Gyrocopter's here. He wants to party, but Gunnar's going to look to run away. The call down comes through, connecting on two supports, but do they have to follow up? Looks like everybody's getting away. Maybe not Gunnar, though. Gandalf in pursuit, blinding lighting him back. Now the Chakram. Can Gunnar get out of Radiant Vision? He jukes through the trees while that was happening. PPD going to die, but a leap, and then a TP out. Gunnar escapes, so they lose their Ember. Oracle hitting the deck as well, and so too the Tusk. So a nice fight there from NiP.
That was a huge miscue by Koifa, though. He had 3 Remnants active, just didn't cast one. Tanked the Luna ult through Flame Guard, just die. Like, he had no business dying there. Should 100% survive.
I feel like the other thing is NiP were much more gung-ho about taking the fight. They already had Gunnar there on the Slark, whereas Gyrocopter was TPing in after the fight broke out. And
I thought he was going to TP sooner. Like, he had at least, what, 5-7 seconds before he popped the TP?
Yep.
It can always be tough, because if you TP and they see you coming in, then they just give you the bounty runes and you feel like you've got 5 heroes on the map not getting kills, but at the same time, TPing, showing up late to that fight, also equally bad.
And that is probably the ideal terrain for NiP. In the river, no creeps to tank Eclipse, every beam hitting a hero. Yep. But Eclipse is on cooldown now, and Liquid are seeing this as an opportunity to push. Very long cooldown, still a minute to go. And they're going to catch out that Luna with the Ignis. Is there follow-up, though? The rest of the team's like, nah, let's get out of here. And Taiga's going to pay. Gunnar's back into this one again. They quickly deal with Taiga. Now they're going to leash up Mickey. He throws out the Rocket Barrage, but that's only going to bring Gunnar to half. Now stolen by the Rubik. That could be a big spell in this upcoming fight. Boxy, he heads back the other way, but the tree gets deleted. He has got nothing to chain to. Very
what a player!
Sexy play by Gunner.
Yeah.
And all the while, Universe just playing PvE here down bottom.
Yep.
Showing off those Path of Exile World of Warcraft skills. And this tower is going to slowly start taking damage.
It's true. You're in the same guild as Universe?
He was playing a little WoW Classic. When he decided to start playing Dota again, I'm pretty sure he uninstalled immediately.
Ah. I don't blame him there.
Yeah, WoW and Dota are pretty incompatible, at least if you want to be a pro.
Or do anything else with
Or
your
stay
life, really.
Yeah.
Or be a
Stay
human being.
hygienic, date, eat properly,
Yeah.
leave your house. You know, that's why I don't play.
South Park put it best
Yeah.
with their WoW episode.
Yeah. I do not play WoW, even though I love the game and would enjoy it for numerous reasons. The least of which is that I have no life.
It's good to help you forget that you have no life. That's the beauty and the danger
yeah.
of the game.
It's like sort of like anesthetizes you. You know, you get through the day, you wake up, you play WoW, you rinse, repeat.
Radiant's bottom tower is under attack.
Eat, sleep, wow.
That's it.
Learning life with Kyle.
Dire's top tower is under attack.
Or how not to life.
I was actually since
Yeah, even if you're learning by by opposites.
we have a bit of lull in the game right now, so I wanted to ask you guys' advice. You're both, successful business owners. I feel like I'm not taken seriously in the community, and I'm wondering what I should do to change that. I'd like to get more involved in the back end of business, and I just don't know how to do that if people don't believe that.
We got a
I know
fight
what I'm
happening in
talking
the mid
about.
lane here, Kyle.
Well, let's start by talking about the fights as they're happening, Kyle. That's a great way to do it as a caster. Quakefoot gets Biver, gets out. In dangerous Taiga, but he'll retreat to the safety of the high ground.
Dire's structure
There is a major slot on the line, my man. And you're asking for life advice on how to be taken seriously. Stop being a jerk-off. That's my advice.
top tower has fallen.
What? How does one do
He
that?
was reading Twitch chat. I love the setup where I can just see the addiction in action.
No, but seriously, I'm looking for feedback. Maybe I'll just wait 5 minutes. Twitch
That's
will
my
do-
feedback.
Twitch-
Stop reading Twitch chat.
But how am I supposed to get their feedback? It's delayed.
Why do you want Twitch chat's feedback there?
Hello. I've met a lot of really intelligent and interesting people on Twitch. Thank you
and
very
you
much.
think Twitch chat is the ideal venue for people to be providing life feedback to you on how you can be taken more seriously?
Not everybody.
I'll give you a serious answer, Kyle. Timing. You gotta
Timing.
Timing. Like this time right now, very off. You could have asked us. During our
During the
break.
break.
We're sitting there having our breakfast.
Radiant's middle tower
Bring some of
is
this
under
stuff up.
attack.
It almost makes one suspect that he doesn't really want to be taken seriously, and he's just acting.
No.
No, I would never. All right, more.
Oh, we
action
got a
break
fight.
out.
Runes
Biver.
in 5.
Oh, a bit unfortunate there with the shards. The punch comes through. Maybe they get the kill anyway. Boxy just chaining over the top. Huge damage done. The duel is there, though. Catching out the Tusk. Great Ignis keeping Skeeter at bay. He has the Eclipse. Boxy going to zone them back. The Ember kiting them from the side. A magnificent symphony of nukes and stall as they get out cleanly. Liquid just outmaneuvering NiP.
Yeah, that Will-O-Wisp was perfect from Insania.
Oh. Mickey's gonna have an Ags at 15 minutes, man. This is sick.
That is very fast.
They are feeling good.
Yeah, Gyro has
Yeah.
crept pretty far ahead here in the net worth department. Skeeter is going for the BKB first here on the Luna after the drum, so wants to be able to take these team fights. They know that they need the Luna to engage.
And I just gotta say, I'm favoring Liquid's lineup. In these mid-game team fights, they have 2 cores with... Oh, hang on, real fast. Insania's gonna die first.
Insania, blinding light though. Doesn't matter. Quick duel. First win of the game.
So the NiP lineup's issue is they don't have one of those big bruisers. Slark, Luna, LC, none of them really want to walk into a fight. They want to pincer from the side. Whereas Liquid, you've got so much gravity on 2 of your cores. Gyro and
I knew it was
Prasad,
coming back
Jupiter
to this.
and Mars, just moving forward, so much influence. They pull NiP's heroes around them. Whereas Ember, acting as a sort of shooting star, then can enter the fight from whatever angle he chooses, just like right now.
Well, the angle they choose is straightforward, blow you up in a volley of fire and robot. And now back for PPDD. Squishy immobile supports getting punished.
Radiant's
Liquid
bottom tower
are
is
heating
under
up.
attack.
Soon they may become vapor. And NiP going for the TP out, but no, there's the Yules. They're going to catch out this Luna. She doesn't have her BKB yet. A disastrous death for Skeeter, as he will be chained into submission, finished off. And Liquid just seizing control of this mid tower, even going the way of Mickey. He drops the cooldown, or the cooldown.
Yep.
Uses the cooldown of the cooldown.
I love it how
NiP retreat.
Liquid have such a great understanding of how to play these lanes, where they just keep Taiga mid with Mickey, who's using a ton of mana and HP to ensure that mid tower goes down. Liquid find a kill on the Luna bot, but they still ensure that mid won't have to just back away. The hallmark of an S-tier team, what is it, gods? That's right. It's when you can play multiple areas of the map as a unit without losing track of any territory. Even the British Empire couldn't do that.
Hard thing to do.
Making their move on Gunner here in the middle lane.
They just want to go fight now. They got this Aghanim Scepter in.
And they know Luna does not have BKB yet, especially after that death.
Yeah, Slark's just not quite ready to fight. Like, he has this good matchup versus Gyrocopter, but you go into the Ag Scepter, you're just taking so much damage until he has at least this Diffusal Blade. He needs to be very careful about how he approaches any engagement.
And NiP definitely wanting to play keep away. This is quite a valley for them as far as their ability to take fights goes.
They feel discombobulated, LD. You've got 2 big items picked up so far from NiP. 3. Let's count them. A drums on Slark, a drums on Luna.
PPD, not again.
Ugh. Not like this.
There's just so much kill potential here, but Taiga going to snowball up. They do have the Eclipse ready. Is this an opportunity? Can they finally take a team fight? Skeeter's thinking about it, moving forward. Maybe they just get Taiga. Gunner's going to commit, but he takes so much damage. The Remnant's in as well, sucking him back with the Will-O-Wisp. No, he's going to make his way out to safety. They're all pursuing Gunner. The Eclipse, a pretty big whiff there from Skeeter, though, and they end up losing the Slark anyway. So not only do they take the fight, now they've got a window to threaten some towers. Looks like Tier 1 bottom could be the focus. They're debating, though. They're going to smoke again. No dire vision. So Liquid going right for their next engagement. They see Universe in the middle lane. He's going to be tanky with the hood, but they should be able to catch him. Jumping forward, Timber starts the party. Follow-up coming through with the Illuminate. There's the Yule Scepter. Biver going to steal and throw right back the other way. That Chakram. Universe is too tanky. He will get out.
Dire's bottom tower is under attack.
So such fast Dota from Liquid. They immediately gun towards that mid lane after winning the fight bottom. They just don't really care about this Tier 1 bottom tower. It's not a key objective. It's kind of like this gold bag that they can pick up at some point, but it's not going to change the state of this game.
Oh, but look at this. Look at this.
Diffusal.
Gunner. No, you backed. He's
have
alone.
Doesn't have ultimate, I guess.
That was a kill.
Yeah, he doesn't have vision. I think he's worried there's a lot behind it, but they did just make the move on mid. There's no Tier 1. I guess they could have TP'd to the shrine and head that way, but yeah, I feel you, Kyle. If that was an opportunity.
But look, like these items, man, I'm just... Like, you messed up. You get both drums on your 2 cores. Meanwhile, okay, the Rubik has a Bassi. That's good. I was hoping that they had at least one. And your LC has a pipe, guys. First item pipe on the Legion Commander. There's no
Who starts the
damage
fights?
output. How are you going to kill anyone on Liquid? I don't understand.
Also, how do you initiate? Like a Lucent Beam into a lift?
Under attack.
I don't know.
Whereas you look at the Liquid side, they've got everything to initiate. The Timbersaw just jumps in, the Snowball forward, catch someone with the shards, you know, even the Will-O-Wisp to suck them back, like the chains. I mean, Liquid can take a fight anytime they want. And NiP have itemized to fight early, but, you know, they don't really have damage outside Eclipse, and you know, they don't have initiation. It's tough for them to fight now. And Liquid are farming the map. They're really... We saw this last game even more extremely versus the Alk, but they're good at pushing their advantages and taking over the enemy jungle.
Yes, they are. They're... And you know what I think gave them a huge benefit? If you remember, back when they were first starting, switching over from Han to Dota, they threw a lot of games. All right. But they've shed that moniker much like their last team name, and now Liquid plays with a measured aggression. They're in, but they also know when to pull out, and that's very important. What's with the sound clips? Being serious, LD. I'm taking your advice, goddammit.
Come on.
LD, please.
How can we take
We have a serious cast. This is to see who qualifies to MDL Major. The first major of the new season, LD. And these teams want to stay in Stockholm.
It's a critical moment for both teams as Boxy pushes in the middle lane. clearing out trees, chaining his way forward. They're going to take the fight. They might get the kill. Luna drops the Eclipse, but they may be too tanky. Snowball dodging in with the roll. Here comes the call out. There's the BKB. Mickey cleaning up. The horses charge forward. All of Liquid assemble, and they blow up NiP. Gunnar, can he turn it around? Back the other way. He pounces back to safety. He retreats. Chakram over the top. They keep on going. They want more. And Gunnar, he's had enough. Homing missile drives him back to the base. NiP in shambles.
Another huge team fight for Team Liquid. These guys are just in beast mode right now. They hit their BKB timing. They're not afraid of anything. All Slark can do during that is kill a support, and then he's forced to tuck his tail between his legs and run the hell away.
They just cannot fight right now. No BKB on Luna, even now, and she's been rushing it. Slark, it takes him way too long to get these kills. You know, by the time he even brings it here to half HP, he's done with his Shadow Dance, and he's running for dear life. And Liquid are getting tanky now. Getting elusive. You know, Tusk is just naturally a very beefy support hero. Mickey's got the BKB and the Aghanim Scepter. Well, Boxy's Timber, and now Gunnar is dead. Another big pick-off, and one they cannot afford. He is their only insurance policy to get back in this game.
He's their only hope. This Luna has no game. Skitter's going to farm a BKB, and this BKB is going to do nothing because Gyro has a BKB himself. Timbersaw is just going to kite you around. Like, you're not killing anyone as Luna except with Eclipse. You have no damage, no scaling.
But even with Eclipse, like, who's actually dying fast to that? Just Keeper of the Light, really, and he's likely to be very far back.
Very true. I just don't think Skitter's going to have much of an impact on these fights with how underfarmed he is. So it's all up to the Slark, and that death there, that's not going to help Gunnar whatsoever. He needs his BKB.
Speaking of that Slark, there's now a Halberd to deal with him.
Ooh, that's one of those items that just ruins his day. And they recognize this is the one hero that can perhaps win NiP the game. So Boxy had the BKB queued up earlier and now has changed his itemization to this Halberd instead. We'll get the BKB next, it looks like.
Koikfa slicing his way in this middle lane. You can see the full court press as Liquid converge on the tier 2 tower in the mid lane, and I don't know if we're going to see a defense. Eclipse is up. Still no BKB on Luna.
God, I love this build.
She's
on
actually
Timber.
queuing up an Aghanim Scepter now. Is she not going to complete the BKB? Guess we'll find out soon, but a little doink. They'll get the tower. They get a DD rune picked up on their Ember, and they get out cleanly.
Dude, Boxy's effective net worth right now is insane. He's got evasion, enough mana regen to spam his spells, 2,500 HP, and when he's got max stacks, 24 times 1.3 on the armor. I don't need to tell you how much that is.
What's his effective net worth then, would you say?
It's at least 14,600 gold, which puts him above Mickey, which means Liquid's in a big lead.
I would say plus he's reducing Slark's net worth. This
Yes.
Halberd just means Slark is not doing damage. Undispellable Halberd.
Is this a shot? NiP, they smoked. It was not spotted. They've scanned.
Here we go.
They see the Roshas happening. They might even get there in time. Who's going to get the initiation off? It's just PPD waltzing in. No, now it's Universe. They've got the Eclipse ready to go.
They have no initiation.
They've got the BKB. They walk in. It's a pedestrian assault. And then Mickey says, great, I'm walking in too, buddy. He comes in hot and heavy with the flat cannon. They've brought the Luna down to half HP. They purge her up. Roche, low, lying away in the pit. And now the spam wars begin, and they will back off. I mean, when your initiation is Legion walking in, you're not feeling great. But they have taken control of the Roshan pit.
Liquid had a shrine though, so they're fully healed up now at least.
Oh, they're coming back. They're ready for more. A huge Roshan fight brewing. Where's that jump? Where's that pick off? NiP needs something to start this fight off.
They're playing this so well though. You got to just chip at their health pool because Mickey now half health, no more shrine, nothing to heal him up. Suddenly they're going to feel like they can maybe take and sneak this Roshan.
Gunner's so low though. He doesn't want to overcommit for this. Koikfa is threatening him. Bounty's being picked up in the midst of this. He's got an Arcane Rune as well. Could be a big game changer. Gunnar, he's into the pit again. They throw out the shards. They threaten him. They push him back. Still both teams dancing. They shoved in the top lane a little bit, and now Boxy makes his move forward. The chain not going to connect, and he's the big man in front. Koikfa getting a good sleight of fist off, and Skeeter,
oh my God!
but he's got a BKB. Roche hits the deck. Gunner's going to snatch it. That's a good start for NiP. Now the Eclipse comes through, but it's only hitting Boxy. Can they finish him? He chains back. He's tanked the whole damn thing. They get the dual kill, and they get the Timber. That could be huge, but Koikfa's jumped back in. NiP have blown their load. Do they have the follow-up to win round 2 of this fight? It seems like they just might. Liquid, they were indecisive. They're getting punished. Gunner's in once more. He loses the Aegis, but they're going to get 3 heroes, double buyback. Huge commitment from Liquid as they look to take round 2 of the fight. Skeeter hides in the safety of the pit, but now Boxy pursues him out, leaping in again. Gunner doing quite well in this fight in round number 2. He's baited out so much. Liquid have overcommitted, and NiP will get out. They salvage a massive Roshan engagement. That is almost a 4,000 gold swing, a 6,000 experience change.
Yeah, and big, I mean, respect to Liquid for being willing to use those buybacks, but once Roche dies, I don't think you want to use them. Both Timbersaw and Ember Spirit now dropping 2k behind the enemy cores. And I know Mickey is huge, but later on in this game, Luna Slark do outcarry a Gyro.
Kind of. I mean, look at this Luna's BKB rush into Aghanim Scepter.
That is not
We're
good.
not going to see... I don't think we see Luna outcarry the Gyro. At the same, I don't mind the Axe build because it allows you to kill these backline supports like the Coddle and these squishier heroes using that long-range eclipse.
In that fight, it was the Timber who tanked like the entire ultimate, so he's going to go BKB now.
You can put that eclipse on either Slark or Legion when they go charging in, so it's not a bad option. You just have to time it around the BKB usages.
What a huge Roshan fight for NiP. It looked pretty hopeless when they first came in. You know, they like walk in with 5 heroes and then Liquid just back off, but man, that Aegis snatch was the game changer.
Liquid couldn't kill it fast enough, and then the fact that Slark's able to threaten Roshan because even if he loses half his health, he just backs off and has that free heal from his Shadow Dance, whereas Gyrocopter loses half his health. What does he do? He can't fight.
Yep.
Sania going to try to push out these side lanes. He's about to reveal his position. Can NiP punish him? Blinding Light back. He'll retreat.
And the big
now
timing.
we got a ball game now.
We do got a ball game. We got, at least for a little while, because the BKB on both the Timbersaw and the Ember Spear will be coming up shortly. Satanic soon to be completed on Mickey. And that's when things get really dicey, because the Satanic, now, it's sort of like a black hole. Sucks in rogue planets, asteroids, etc. to gain more mass. What does mass give you? That's right. Gravity. The music's interesting, but a Gyro, he'll have status resistance, a ton of health. I don't know why you guys are laughing. This is important. This is the scientific approach to how to win a spot at this upcoming major. And I like what Mickey's got in
Boxy
mind.
says, fuck science, I'm going in, baby. He jumps straight forward, up onto the high ground. They're going to get PPD off the bat. No, he gets off the self-false promise, goes for the TP out, but he's getting pummeled by nukes, by chains. His TP gets canceled, a little bonk as well, and it looks like PPD going to be the sacrifice on the altar of Boxy. Liquid are not afraid, despite that Roche fight. They are forcing the issue.
Yeah, Mickey had this butterfly queued up, but he's ended up going for the Satanic first. I think recognizing the sustain is such a key part of these fights.
They're going to take another big fight here. Skeeter still hanging on. BKB, Eclipse gets deployed, and it's a good one. It's going to hit exactly 2 heroes, slaughters them in a matter of seconds. Mickey says, screw this, I'm out, boys. Flying pirate ship home to base.
That's the act reveal. Level 3 Luna ultimate with Aghanim Scepter completely caught Timbersaw by surprise.
That's 18 beams.
That's a lot of beams.
2.8k damage done by Luna there.
He's decided I can't farm up a BKB. I'm going to go back for a hood now.
Because how do you destroy a planet, LD? You've got to create a Death Star! And that's exactly what Luna's doing here. The amount of energy in these beams just destroys Timbersaw. They'll have to go back and build another one, LD. And I don't know if Liquid's going to have the materials remaining.
Who is the Death Star in this?
The Luna.
Who's the planet?
The Timbersaw.
Okay.
Okay.
This is all fitting within the same.
I'm glad we cleared that up because I had no fucking clue what you were trying to say.
Literally, look at it. Have you never heard of the Death Star Luna? Popularized by your ex-co-caster, Ben Merlini Wu?
No, I have not.
Oh my
Sorry,
God.
Ben.
Dude, it's where you go Luna with Ag's Refresher, and you put it on the Wisp, and the Wisp relocates in, and he's a Death Star.
Okay.
In this case, though, of course, we'll have to deliver it manually. Yes.
So who's the X-Wing in this?
You don't actually go... No, you don't get the Ags because I would give you the free Ags, right? Wasn't that how it worked?
Yes.
Oh. Oh, scan as they smoke.
That's true. His strategy was a bit better than mine.
But no vision of the smoke, so they may not realize that they're actually moving directly. And Skeeter could be in danger here. Gets caught out. Quick punch to start the fight, but the dual interruption. Will and Sania get off that Will-O-Wisp. They're trying to focus him down. Skeeter standing strong, but no Eclipse. As you said, they've got to be careful. This is the time for Mickey to make his moves. Jumping on the Universe. In from the side comes Gunnar. Chewing up. Will he be able to finish Taiga? He does manage to do so. Skeeter on the run. Just trying to desperately get that Eclipse cooldown up. It's not going to happen. They've lost 3. They're about to lose Gunnar. No TP, and he'll make it out of it. Close call, but PPD not so fast, my good man. He's kill number 4. Worst possible time for NiP to fight. The worst part is they scanned these heroes on the high ground, but they didn't know it was the smoke gank coming their way.
This has always been one of the weaknesses. The biggest weakness of this Ags Luna build is just the cooldown. It does not scale particularly well. It's 140 seconds at all levels, and you've got to really fight around it.
Yep. It's a dead item when there's ults on cooldown, as you said, and there's now BKBs up on every core member of this Liquid lineup.
It's basically, yeah, like a 10k net worth or less Luna. You've just got Jump's BKB. You do nothing in a fight without it.
Liquid feeling themselves right now. They're going to shove their way into this middle lane, take the tier 3. We've seen them generally back off at that point, go back for the shrines. Let's see if they commit or if they're just content with this tower. They want a piece of Biver, but he proves elusive. Koikfa's going to tank a homing missile, and so too is Biver. Leaving the illusions around for the moment, but Gunnar's trying to pick off the stragglers here. He jumps onto Mickey. I don't think that's a fight he's going to take. He gets caught by the chains. He's so low. He's so incredibly low. He BKBs, and he will get out.
That Halberd has done so much work already. What an item pickup. I really like this Timber build, I'm telling you. I think it's one of those heroes similar to a Lesh, where you already have so much damage inherent in your kit. Just buy these cheaper items, 6-slot yourself as fast as possible, and just utilize your utility. He's the lowest net worth of any core, but it certainly doesn't feel like his impact reflects that.
I would have preferred him to get a BKB at this point, though. Like, he got this hood after the Yule's Halberd. I think having a BKB, you've seen the Luna Ags.
Yeah.
You've died to it several times, I think twice or at least once, and it might be time to consider having an answer to it.
Yeah, he's not upgrading to Pipe either, which could help keep the supports alive potentially. He's instead just going to transition into a Shiva's. So, again, another way to deal with the Slark, and it seems like that's where they believe the true threat lies, is if Gunnar gets out of control, they're not really as afraid of losing to the Luna. Whether or not they should be, I guess, another question. But Skeeter has his ultimate up again. This could be a good time to fight. And he has gone for both of the Lucent Beam talents to maximize the damage output. They're going to move past the ward. The pings come out under cover of smoke. And NiP descending on this top lane. Who do they get first? They're going to try to jump for Boxy. Gunnar latches onto him right away. No, he thinks twice. They want the duel on someone a little tastier. They're going to try to control that Ember. But there's the snowball save. Keep him up. Keep him healthy. And now they turn. Punching. Bringing Universe low. He's forced back on his heels. Koikfa chasing in. They're trying to isolate PPD, bring him down as well. Nice Will-O-Wisp holding NiP back while they focus on these stragglers. A 1-for-1 support trade thus far. Mickey standing strong, though the Eclipse was not effective. And Liquid are going to be able to get out. And with that big cooldown now utilized, NiP feeling like they have to make a move. Have to get more out of this fight, but they won't.
Yeah, without the big ultimate in the Eclipse, I just don't feel like NiP can really chase or fight. Slark's BKB Shadow Dance is down, so more Liquid who can dictate play now.
And that was with them getting a pretty good jump on Liquid.
Yep.
Just the saves coming into play here.
It was a clutch snowball, yeah. That.
Ooh, look at this. They might get him. They might get the Ember.
This could be big. Biver showing off his mobility here. They're going to lift him up, drag him back down with
the leash.
They get the kill. A huge one for NiP.
Koikfa caught sleeping. He knew the Rubik was in the area with the Remnants, just didn't respect it. He had one down, just didn't use it.
Look at the vision. That earlier rotation prior to the gank is actually what sets that all up.
Oh my god, and look what that makes. That's a triangle.
Some might call it the Bermuda Triangle. What lives in the Bermuda Triangle, Kyle? Few know.
I know.
Few have been there.
The hopes and dreams of NiP making it to the major. That is what
That's some spooky
NiP
stuff.
is searching for.
And they're looking for something a little cleaner and more decisive as they push down mid. Onto this tier 2. Want to use this window of opportunity. PPD, though, uppercut it into the next game, perhaps. He's down for 45, and now an instant BKB TP out from Gunnar, but this is going to leave the stragglers exposed. Biver with the stolen Timber Chain. Let's see just how suave he can be. Oh, not suave enough. He'll get picked off.
You take those. He had Ag's gold on Koifa, and he doesn't any longer. I'm surprised they blew that buyback, even though Roshan's not available yet. 30 seconds to go. NiP will be able to fight in the pit.
It's the fact it might have been available, though. They don't know this Rosh respawn. They're
this
thinking
is like
they need to
pretty
contest
much max, right? So
yeah. Both sides understand that this Roshan is key. That's why Rubik's also buying back.
Yep.
Who's going to take this Roshan fight? That's the big question now.
It's all about Luna Ag's ult is huge now. He has the talent. They need to have an opportunity with the BKBs down if they're going to win this fight on NiP.
Yeah. 2-second cooldown on Lucent Beam as
Foxy,
well.
still no BKB on him. He's really got to respect the burst potential. He's dueling with Gunnar here in the middle lane. The dance for Roshan begins. They're going to push Boxy back out of position. Gunnar getting some heals, and now Slark looking to lunge into him, but sitting there as well as Mickey. Just both teams
in and out. He can orbit, but he can't collapse.
That's a big brain play.
You get what I mean, though? None of these heroes, they don't have that hard initiation. Boxy is like 13k net worth, and he still keeps them away from his team. They don't want to hard commit onto the Timber, because at any moment, that Ignis Fatus drops down, Gyro BKBs forward runs in, now has a butterfly. No one on NiP is even in sniffing distance of an MKB.
Gunnar gets caught by the uppercut, then by the shock from the burst damage, but he is going to survive. Gets up the BKB. They're fighting for the Eclipse. Devastating damage has been done. The two BKB cores on the backside, though. Do we work the Skeeter? He's blown everything. Can he make his way out? Goes for the TP. He won't be able to escape. The Slark was Universe down for the count, though.
Gunner's got to run.
Gunnar worms his way through the trees, but a triple kill on Mickey, and
TP out.
And Liquid just have more
the shards
sources of damage here.
They're not going to hunt for him. They don't have the numbers, and they're
Into
going to
the Rosh.
prioritize Rosh.
There's a butterfly on the gyrocopter now. He's almost gotten a basher, and it's just getting to that point in the game where the Eclipse can't kill anyone as far as carries go, maybe a Timbersaw at best. And then you've got to have a way to deal with Koikfa. You've got to have a way to deal with this gyrocopter. They're going to duel again. There's the punch. The roll as well. The Slark getting obliterated, and he will end up falling. Massive damage done by Liquid. They're going to do a little more onto PPD, chewing him up with the Chalkworm, and then diving back for Biver, who will take a pellet of bullets to the face. Down he goes as well. Skeeter's going to be next. It's about to be a full 5-man wipe. Liquid reigning supreme in the fight, and now no Luna buyback available. In fact, no buybacks of any kind except for the Slark. They're racing down mid. They're looking for probably Megas here, if not the Throne.
You go Throne for sure. Let's go.
It's only a Slark buyback.
And they should know about 3 of them if they've been keeping track. But they'll play it safe for now. They're going to take the melee racks. They see no buybacks, and they say, screw it, guys. Let's go for the jugular. Let's take the win. Let's secure that major. Nope, back to the melee racks. Okay. Had second thoughts. They see the Slark buyback. They get a little tentative. They're going to play it safe. Surely they're going to go for a second.
You know, this is them learning from the past games they've thrown. And I say learning because I'm pretty sure they could have thrown there, but they're still adjusting their play because they've been in this situation where they've lost these heartbreaking games. So they're going to play the slightly overly safe route to just secure this game.
Yep.
And I'm okay with it.
There was so much value left on the map. They had Rosh, 4 bounties. They'd already gotten a racks. If you're not going to kill the Throne, who cares if you get a couple tier 4s? I do like this decision. They're going to get so much gold. Now you just group up, pushes 5. Who cares if they're at full strength? Last pick, 22, Luna, Drums BKB, Ags Refresher. Do we like it? Yes or no?
Leading question, objection, Your Honor.
I love it, Kyle. It's always fun to see new stuff in Dota 2. It keeps the game fresh. And unfortunately for Skinner and NiP, it may have led them down the wrong path.
It's one of those,
I still like it.
It's one of those builds that we can expect to see at the minor. Wouldn't you agree?
It does feel like a minor caliber build.
It could even be a minor winning build. Who knows? Ooh, it's not looking great here.
No, it is not. On the level, so you have 2 level 25s.
But the refresher orb is coming. We're about to see a double BKB.
Oh.
A double Eclipse.
Oh. What do you mean it's coming? He's still
2.5.
I said it's coming.
He has a lot of gold to go.
Listen, the plane's taking off. It might be a 12-hour flight, but it's going to land someday. I have faith.
All right.
Maybe as the Thrones die. If Liquid even let the game go that long. They've got the Basher now up on Mickey. Aegis grabbed as well.
This is the only Ranger in Dota that I think Basher's actually good on. It's actually, once you get all this attack speed, the butterfly late game, and with the Ag Scepter, it's not a bad
It's
item.
nice against the Slark, too,
Yeah.
just to threaten him if you have the eventual Abyssal pickup. They do have a Hex.
Oh!
He hasn't seen it. He doesn't know about it. Punched into the next game and punched into the Minor Qualifiers in all likelihood. They're going to try to turn this fight, though. They get a good duel to start onto Taiga, but Mickey is simply too strong. This pirate ship has a lot of rum. He's looking for trouble, diving back on the Universe, forcing him on his heels. They turn back for the Oracle, finish him off with the Rocket Barrage. Look for more. Godlike, 4 dead. Back to the well with you, sir. Biver doing what little he can, but it is little, and it is too late. NiP, not enough Ninja to turn this one around. They are knocked out of the major qualifiers. They'll have to take the long road, first through the minor playoffs, and then through the minor itself. As former Alliance, now Liquid, will have a shot at redemption against the new Alliance.
This is great. This Liquid team stuck together after their TI run that fell, much shorter than they would have liked, and they're going to be at the first major, a wide open major as well. They're a kind of team that could very easily make a deep run, get top 3, top 4, given some of the teams that aren't there. So, what a big accomplishment for them.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's all you have.
Well, look, I've played to my strengths. I let Parker play to his.
Pour one out for Universe, boys.
Well, what is it? The first qualifier.
They're a new team.
They're a new team.
But you have to think like NiP was a team that many thought could do it.
I think that anyone who's a fan, you right now have got 1, maybe 2 question marks on the squad. And what do you know? They play positions 1 and position 2.
Would you like to name? Oh, you already have.
Yes.
Okay, fair enough.
I just want to lay it out there for the viewers that might not be as quick on the draw.
And I like to use the word question marks, so it's not like they're players that could grow and could improve and find their place. I mean, Gunner's being talked about as one of those new young stars. Skitter's had a few teams. He's never had maybe the right pieces around him.
Yep.
There's potential in them. It's not like they have to go back to the drawing board and change their roster right away, but they're definitely not where they need to be an elite team right now.
No, they look pretty average. And I think that given enough time, PPD lineups, typically, they don't do so well in the upper bracket. They come through in the lower. The same goes with the season. The longer it goes, the more the influence of your captain has on sort of molding and meshing those teammates into the tools you need them to be.
Well, this result certainly fits that narrative because he is going from the lower bracket now.
It's
First
true.
the minor playoffs, then the minor. I guess he starts on the upper bracket if he makes it to the major,
Hey.
but they have a long road if they want to take
This
those
was
DPC
Peter's
points.
strategy last year because it's not about the DPC points only, LD. It's about the cheddar,
Yep.
the baked beans, and you get so much cash playing at these minors that you're actually better off playing at them first if you can make it to the major
The
through
next
it.
level play.
Whoa! First place at a minor? That's better than third place at a major. Woo! Oh, actually, it was last year. I don't think it's the
I
same.
think they tweaked it a bit so the minor prize pool pay it's a bit flatter. I don't know the exact details
me
on
check.
it, but it is a little bit different.
And on that lovely note, you'll be checking. We'll
Hang
be
on.
chilling. We've got South American Dota coming up next. Wait for it.
So yeah, it is 72,000 for winning the minor. It is 80,000 for fourth place at a major. So
if-
fourth place major.
So
first place minor.
$8,000 divided by the players, the coach, the org. It's like $1,000 a person
What?
difference, right?
80? Oh yeah.
So you're saying
Sorry,
you
you did
do
this
all
math
that,
all of a
you
sudden, I was
do
thrown off.
all of that for a chance at an $8,000 marginal advantage.
Yes.
Yeah, but last year was 125,000 to win minors, and
Yes.
Peter has won the last 2 minors, so he is
Yes.
a back-to-back minor winner. He's looking to make it 3 minors in a row. He's got to get there first.
Well, with that, guys, we are done with European Dota action.
European pussies.
And we're moving on to South America. We're going to see some bold, badass, heroic plays. North America, we're done with them as well until the minors, which start tomorrow. So
Cool.
no North American Dota. And then after South America, we're on break until minor playoffs, I believe. This is it, right?
Yeah, I think it pretty much starts right away. The second SA ends, though, or at least give or take a few hours. So
Yep.
Dota don't stop.
This has been a Beyond the Summit broadcast, everybody. Thank you for watching. If you'd like to stick around, we've got South America coming up next, but otherwise, we'll see you next time.